Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to write your background of study, and I'm going to show you how to write it with real examples. So before we get into this question, I want to simply show you what the background of study means. It uses facts, data and existing research to back up your statement, and it naturally leads to your research problem. In basic terms, it explains the situation that is happening in your research. So if you've been following this series, this is one of the topics that we've been using, so I decided to focus on this for this particular video. So this is like the most common mistakes we see, and let's look at the not so great example. Students are always distracted by their phones, and this has greatly affected their academic performance. Many students spend too much time on social media instead of focusing during lectures. This situation has become a serious problem in Nigerian universities. Most times the background of study is not rejected because the idea is bad, but because there is no evidence. What proof do you have when you say that students today are always distracted by their phones and this has greatly affected their academic performance? You need to have evidence to back up what you're saying, or else
You could explain tire.
these are what your supervisors are expecting to see: a clear trend, a local or recent data, supporting studies, and a logical lead into the problem. So if you remove your topic title and I'm only reading your background of study, I should still be able to understand what is happening. So these are things that you need to include when writing your background of study. You need to add trends, local data, supporting studies, and leading. And this is not a rule, but like this is the format that you can use, and we use this format at Blue Draft. So I'm just sharing what works. This is a structure that prevents confusion. Now let's look at what a good background of study looks like. Recent studies indicate a steady increase in smartphone usage amongst university students, particularly for non-academic activities. Adeyemi et al. 2023. At University of Ibadan, Adebayo et al. 2024 reported that over 60% of undergraduates keep social media applications active during live lectures. Supporting this pattern, you see the name, I don't pronounce it, found that frequent in-class smartphone usage significantly reduces student participation across 6 Nigerian universities. These findings suggest a growing need to examine the relationship between digital distraction and academic engagement among undergraduates. I just realized that the whole example is colorful. I mean, I didn't mean to give that colorful vibe. I mean, with the whole LGBTQ stuff, the perception of rainbow has like changed. So I just realized it while I was doing the slide that it's colorful. I just had to clear the air. So I'm going to show you why I made it colorful. So I started with a trend, and that was what was highlighted in blue. Local and recent data was also highlighted in green. Supporting studies to back up the statements that were made were highlighted in orange. Then the leading statement to the problem statement was in purple. So if you've not heard of in-text citation before, you probably heard me saying something like a name, et al. And the. So what it does is that it shows credibility and it separates facts from being opinion, and also it helps your supervisors to verify your claim. And without citation, your work reads like a blog post. So if you're on the community this week, I'll take out time to explain this in depth, and if you're not on the community, this is the best time to join. I'll be speaking about this later on during the series, but I advise you to join the community because I share a lot of resources and you can get more personalized help there. So if you wonder how I got those data, AI is what I use, and it helps me find recent studies. It helps me identify local statistics and compare multiple sources very quickly. And if you've not watched these videos, do well to watch it because they're going to help you find research papers, find statistics, case studies, data that you're going to need when you're writing your research. The first video on the left is going to show you how to find published articles and journals that will help you. The other one is about AI, but I said don't trust AI, and you're going to understand why I said don't trust AI. So do well to watch it. So I use Illicit to find journals and published papers. Then I use ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity to find statistics, data, case studies I'm going to be using in writing. This is one issue I also see, so I have to talk about it. Don't cross into problem statement. Your background of study should explain what exists. you show patterns but don't go into giving solutions. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe, like this video, comment. I want to know where you're watching from. I also plan on hitting 500 subscribers before the end of the year, so please, your support will go a long way. Also do well to watch these videos because they are going to help lay the foundation on what we are going to build upon later. I decided to break this chapter 1 masterclass into sections so you can find what you're looking for and get it right, rather than shooting one video where I will probably not talk about it in depth without missing anything. Thanks for watching.